Hey there everyone and welcome to the video. So the November patch for Saints Row has dropped, thank God. And quite frankly, it's so much bigger than I thought it would be. And I was originally going to do this video where I kind of went step by step, covered all the big stuff and left out the small things of the patch. But the patch is so big that it's going to be impossible for me to cover it in a timely manner well. Nice and quickly. So I'm not going to be able to do that at the moment. So I'm going to split it into two parts. Today I'm going to give you my initial thoughts on the patch, everything I've read, the few things I've seen online, and kind of how I feel about the patch overall with its big list of features. And then I also want to talk about what the patch actually is, how I feel it's affected the game fully later, at a later date when I've been able to put more time into it and really compare how it was before to how it is now. So starting off, one thing I did not expect is Google Stadia. It's been completely shut down to the point it's not getting any more patches, which means if you have Saints Row on Stadia, you're gonna basically be playing a really old, buggy version, which is not great. So anyone on Stadia out there, my condolences. It sucks. Stadia's dead, and you guys are gonna be playing a pretty shitty version of Saints Row. Now, to get onto the patch itself, it's really good. It's actually a well-crafted patch, and for the few things I've seen online and the entire bug list they've fixed, it's what Saints Row needed. It's basically fixed a majority of the game, a ton of the things that were really annoying people, and enhanced a few things that people really wanted to be enhanced. So one big bonus, and I want to shout out Goat here, was the voice pitch slider. That is incredible. In Saints Row 4, the voice pitch slider sounded so robotic the second you changed it any type of way, and in this game it just sounds so much more natural, and it kind of fixes some of the things I didn't like about the voices, and quite frankly, it's a good enhancement. It's something it needed, and I'm really happy it's here. So that's the first addition that I've seen that I've gone, wow, this is good. I sadly haven't been able to put much time into the patch yet, as it's not exactly available for my console for whatever reason, so I'm really going off kind of what I've seen online. But in the big patch notes, they talked about combat being more fun and adjustments to aiming. Now, aiming was a huge issue I had in this game. I felt it felt really loose and it had way too much input lag, and it just didn't feel nice. So I'm hoping that when I finally get the patch, it'll be fixed. If so, that's a huge bonus for this patch. The quality of life changes are really good too. They've really fixed some of the criminal venture stuff I didn't like. It's a lot less repetitive from what I've seen, and I really like that they've actually listened to the complaints about criminal ventures instead of kind of just sticking with it and no one being happy. And hopefully it means that with it being less repetitive, people will enjoy it more. A big one is the toxic waste delivery thing that they're now sorting out. That's a huge one for me, and I'm really happy about it. On top of that, there's been 7 more garage added. I haven't seen any of them yet, so I'm not sure about interiors or not. But it's another big enhancement that's going to make, traversing the map really nice and make it feel like I don't only have one car on standby. Another thing I really like is the new ordering system where you can have multiple favourites in your garages. This is just really good, and it's just going to make, sorting through your favourite cars really nice. One thing I hated was that I only had one set favourite, and I really struggled to find my cool cars, and I went through this big list of cars I did not care about just to get to the car I liked. This is going to fix all of that, and it's been an issue I've had since the original Saints Row so long ago. And I mean, they've practically completely fixed co-op. All the tracking issues are fixed. The aiming's going to improve, the quality of life's going to improve, there's going to be less bugs, tons of fixes and tons of enhancements. And I mean, overall, without being able to talk about it too much because I haven't actually played much of the patch yet, I don't think I've actually touched the patch. I'm not sure if it's installed on my console yet, but I haven't noticed if it is. I don't think it is. But without really going into what I've experienced, because I can't, it looks really good. And this patch, now with the full patch notes released, it's incredible. It's huge as well. And I don't know. I think it's exactly what Saints Row needed. And whether it's too little, too late is to be determined by everyone else. But for me, I'm just happy it's here now. And while there'll definitely be a ton of comments complaining about what's not in the patch, I'm happy about what's in the patch and what I've actually got from this patch. And for me, it's been a pretty cool update. And I really hope they continue doing this in the future with the game to support it, for the long run. Anyway, that's my thoughts on the patch. Overall, it's a really good thing, and I'm just happy it's kind of fixing some of the issues I had with Saints Row, and hopefully it can please a few people out there. Let me know what you think of the patch down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Look after yourselves, and yeah, it's Saints Row time, baby. The 20th be here.